How do you build a unique coaching brand and stand out in a crowded marketplace? That is what I'm going to share with you in this week's video. So, coaching is a booming industry, billion-dollar industry, and it continues to grow really quickly. It has grown very quickly from 10 years ago when I got started as a coach, like much different today as far as coaching and how many people know about coaching, how many people I know that are coaches. It's a big industry, which is great because there's a lot of people that are looking for support, but it also means that there is a lot more competition when it comes to building your business and getting clients. So I want to talk about how do you stand out in this marketplace. And if you are online, which many of us are, you probably think everyone is a coach, okay? And part of that is because if you are interested in coaching or you are a coach, you are getting targeted coaching like marketing, and you're also going to be being shown a lot of different coaches. So in your real everyday life, typically not everyone you know is a coach, but when you go online, you may be like, oh my gosh, everyone in the whole world is a coach. There is a lot of coaches online for sure. So if you're trying to market online, this is why it is super important to be unique so that you stand out and the right people can find you. But once again, like, don't believe that the marketplace is oversaturated because of this, because when you look in your everyday life and as far as the people you know that you're connected to, typically not everyone is a coach. In fact, most of the people I know from other things, unless I am attending certain events that are around, having your own business and coaching and stuff. Otherwise, like in my everyday life, like most people I meet are not coaches. So, but it is becoming more common for sure. Like I know more coaches. So the other thing, if you want to be able to stand out and get clients, we want to draw people to you, and especially as introverts, okay? Because we aren't always the loudest or the most flashy, and we don't want to be that because that's not us. We want to be authentic to us and just be ourselves. And so it is important that we have a unique brand and a unique message that will make you stand out and draw the right people to you, okay? So in this video, I'm going to really teach you or show you the 7 things to be thinking about to build a unique coaching brand and stand out in a crowded marketplace. And before I dive into that, I just want to tell you who I am. If you do not already know me, I am Dr. Kristin Hartjes. I am a former chiropractor and functional medicine practitioner turned health coach turned business coach. I have been helping other coaches and healers build successful coaching businesses for the past decade. And so I bring that wisdom and that knowledge into these videos that I'm sharing with you. So let's dive into the things to be a unique brand. So number 1 is knowing your niche, okay? This is specifically the person that you help and the problem that you help people solve. I have a video I just recently created where I really dive deep into niche. So I will link that below this video and you can go and check it out, where I dive into all the details to figuring out your niche. But you need to know this because your niche helps you understand what is motivating people to want to work with you and to want to pay you to help them, okay? Like, you need to understand this in order to communicate it clearly. And this comes into your brand and who you are, what you help people with, okay? So really important, like this is the foundation of everything. People are not looking for a health coach, very, very rarely. They're looking for someone to help them with a specific problem. So you need to understand, what is this problem and how do I communicate the problem that I help people with in a way that people get it. This is the foundation of your brand and what people are looking for and what is going to make you stand out. So it is super, super important. Really the number 1 most important thing and the first thing you need to know. So the second thing, and I kind of talked about this in number 1, but is understanding your messaging. But I want to talk a bit more about it because of how important it is. You need to use your client's words. You can't be speaking in weird coachy lingo that no one understands what it is you just said. A lot of times when I'm helping people come up with like their tagline, or your elevator pitch, whatever you want to call it, people come up with things and they say it, and I'm like, I don't even know what you just said. What does that even mean? Like, because it's really, really like using words that we would not use in everyday language, like, you know, transformation and all these like really kind of like woo-woo words that when you say it, I'm like, I don't even know what you just said or what that really means. Like, use plain everyday language that someone, if they came up to you, I say like, if your friend came up to you and they were like, hey, Kristin, I am struggling with this. Will you help me with this? How would she say it to me? She's not going to say, I'm looking to create an amazing transformation in my life, or, you know, whatever. She'd say like, I'm struggling with this health issue. I am not happy in my career. I am always fighting with my partner. Like, how would they say it in their words in a way that is just like everyday language, straight to the point? You want to be able to use that. And you want to be able to explain the problem in their words and the result that they want to achieve. The result that they want to achieve. Not that you want them to achieve, or in your words, in their words. And a lot of times coaches, I see them get so stuck with this, especially when it comes to weight loss, because it's not about the weight, right? Like, but yet it is to the client who wants to lose weight. It is about the weight, right? So I want you to be able to explain the problem and the way that they're thinking about it, and then the way that they would tell it to you, and the result that they want to achieve, and the way that they would explain it to you. Okay? Really important. Number 3 is knowing what is your approach, your program, your technique, your view on this issue and the transformation. Okay? And so to give you the example of weight loss, right? Like, this is where you can talk about if you help people with losing weight, which this is a huge problem. Obviously, there's tons and tons of people that struggle with their weight and need support with this. So it is a great area to support people if it's something you're interested and passionate about. But a lot of people shy away from it because they think that they have to join the club of talking about diets and, you know, all these fad things, whereas really you can be the voice of reason of like actually helping people lose weight in a way that isn't sustainable and doable, and helping them think about their body and their weight in a way that is empowering and makes them feel good, and helps them accept themselves, as opposed to it being jumping on the diet train that is not working for people and makes people feel like shit, right? So be the voice of reason and explain how you help people and what your approach is and what your philosophy is about this issue and how you help people. Okay. So that's number 3, and really knowing that and knowing how to explain that. Number 4 is bringing your values into your coaching, like integrity, truth, education, connection, like all these things. Like, how do you be someone that is really living to your values and creating a program that is in alignment with your values? This is so important. I think it's one of the things that I would say makes me stand out, because I am huge on telling people the truth and being real with people when it comes to building a business, as opposed to just telling people what they want to hear, which is like everything's super easy and you can do it really quickly and you'll build $100,000 business overnight without doing anything and sitting on the couch and, hiking outside all day and working 2 hours a week, like, right? Like, I'm not going to tell people things that aren't true. So this is like a big thing for me. Like, I really want to be integrity. I want to be truthful. I want to be transparent with people. So just kind of think about for yourself, like, what are your big values? Maybe make a list of that. And how do you bring that into your coaching program, into your marketing, into your messaging, into everything that you're putting out there? Number 5, this is one of the things I think is actually the most important, other than your niche, because it does really relate to your niche, but is your story. Your story in relation to your niche, okay? So if we go back to weight loss, just because I was talking about that before, and I'm helping people lose weight, what is my personal story and transformation in relation to weight loss? Okay, not my whole life story from when I was born to now, but my story with the focus around weight and the things that are related to weight specifically, okay? And being able to share that and tell that and present that in a way that allows me to connect with people, allows people to feel seen and understood and heard, and like they can see themselves in my story, in my experience, okay? That is really one of the biggest things that makes you stand out and draws people to you, makes you unique. It's like your personal transformation of how you've gotten to where you are now, okay? And being able to communicate that. And then number 6 is your personality and your energy. So are you an introvert? Are you someone who's funny? Are you someone that is more shy? Are you someone who is more extroverted? Like really knowing all these things and bringing that into your content, into your marketing. Number 7 is being an example through your life, okay? We want to be an example of what is possible. We want to be an example of what people can accomplish. Be a living example for people. This is being in integrity. It's being true. It's showing people what's possible. And I think it's really one of the most important things. We can't fool people anymore. Like people know the truth and they can energetically feel it. So be an example of what is possible and really think about this. Like, how can I be the best example of what is possible for my clients? Be that living example, live in integrity. The things that I'm telling my clients to do to make sure I'm doing that in my own life. This does not mean being perfect. Nobody is being perfect, but how do you do this to the best of your ability? And if there's places where you feel like you're not doing this, check on this and try to do it more, okay? Really important. So let's quick reflect and go through the steps. Number 1 was niche. Number 2, messaging. Number 3, your approach, your program, your technique, your viewpoint. Number 4, values. Number 5, your story. Number 6, your personality and your unique energy. And number 7, being an example through your life and being able to kind of share this and show this, whether you're marketing online or you're making connections in person. Like, this is going to come across to people. They're going to know about it, whether you know it or not, or whether you're trying to share it or not. Like you can't hide it because it's part of your energy. So those are really the things you want to think about and have be bringing into your business to have a unique coaching brand and to really stand out and draw people to you in a crowded marketplace. We want to draw people to us. We want to be attracting people to us, not chasing people down. And this is how you do it. So I'd love to hear from you. Did you find this helpful? Which of these pieces are you really going to bring into your coaching business and into your branding to help you stand out? And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'm happy to answer them. And if you want to dive deeper into the steps to building your coaching business, the next steps that really happen to attract clients into your coaching business, I have a training that walks you through that. I will link it below this video. And I want to thank you so much for joining me. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. And I will see you in the next video.